Welcome to our training for taking daily attendance. This video is intended to explain daily, sometimes referred to as homeroom, attendance process that is taken by homeroom teachers at the start of the school day. Before we begin, you need to know that this video will not address your district's attendance policy. Also, permission to access the menu options discussed in this video are distributed by your district. During our time together, we will review two menu options, By Homeroom and By Seating Chart. Both will record daily attendance. Isn't it great to have options? Now let's get started. Together we will review our first option, By Homeroom. Click on Attendance, then click on Daily, and under the Daily Attendance Entry blue bar, click By Homeroom. Verify the location, and you should be viewing your homeroom number and name. The system pre-fills the fields with your security defaults. The attendance date will default to the current date. If you have access to take attendance for a date other than the current date, you can use the calendar icon to select the date or simply type the date. Click the Submit button to continue. You will now see the students in the selected homeroom. Click the drop-down box below the student's name to update and select the correct absence code that applies to the student. Your choices are custom to your location. In this example, you will see a color change when the attendance code is selected, but that is an optional district setting. You may find that a time box will appear if you select a late code. If the time is required but not correct, you can type over the current time. The colon is required when entering time. There is also an optional 50-character comment. If you marked a student absent by mistake, you can use the drop-down box to change them back to present. Your attendance officer may have pre-selected a student's attendance code for the day. You will not have the option to change that student's attendance. When you have completed your homeroom, review your totals at the bottom of the page. All attendance codes are considered in the absent count, with the exception of any type of late or tardy. Click Submit to process this homeroom and return to the selection screen. But you must click Submit after you have entered your attendance, or your work will not be saved. Even if all students are present, you must click the Submit button. Clicking Submit alerts the attendance officer that your attendance has been taken for the day. Use your help documentation if you have additional questions. You can find that documentation by clicking on the question mark. You also have the option to create a shortcut. This feature allows you quick access to a procedure without having to use menu functions. To do this, click on the Add to My Menu icon if you would like to store this procedure within the My Menu bar. The shortcut icon will appear at the top right of your page next to the My Menu bar. Then you simply click on that icon when you want to get to the task. If you ever need to delete the icon from your My Menu bar, click on the words My Menu and then click on the delete icon next to the option. That was easy, right? Now for the second option. The difference in the second option, By Seating Chart, is simply the presentation of the students. All other functionality is the same. Remember, you can use either option. Click on Attendance, Daily. Under Daily Attendance Entry, click By Seating Chart. Verify the location, homeroom, attendance date, and click Submit. Your students will now appear in most likely a 5x5 grid in alphabetical order. Click on the student who is absent, select their absence type. If you're done taking attendance, verify your totals, and click Submit. But before we click Submit, let's review why this is different. This is called seating chart attendance. That's because I can change the rows and columns to create a seating chart that matches my room. If I were to increase my columns to 6, I can drag a student over to that seating area. Can also swap seats. Something to note, if I change the columns back to 5, what's going to happen to Mark Abrams? I will show you. He appears now down at the bottom in students without seats. Then he can be dragged into the seating chart again. That will also happen for students that have just been transferred into your class. At the bottom of the page, you have a button for Reset Chart in alpha order or resetting the chart in random order. You also have an option to print the chart. The Print Chart button at the bottom of the page will format a printed copy of this chart. Consider printing the chart to add to your substitutes folder so they can use it to take attendance or just for student names. When you're done with your changes, click Submit. Remember that you must click Submit to save changes and notify the attendance officer that you have taken attendance. Use this Add to My Menu feature to create a shortcut for this option. To review, we have learned how to take daily attendance, either by homeroom or by seating chart. Use your My Menu function for the option you like best. You could even choose both. If you have any questions about attendance policy or the time when attendance should be taken, refer those questions to your administrator. Until next time, thanks for watching.